What is up, guys? Heath with Lake Champlain Sanitation here, and today we're doing a couple different things with our dumpsters. We're in the landfill right now. There's a huge line of trucks in front of me, about 10 of them up there. Welcome to early spring weeks of 2022. Basically, for the first couple weeks, the landfill is super muddy. I don't even consider it spring yet, actually. It's March, so April will probably be just as bad, if not worse. But we had like a 66-degree day here yesterday and broke up a lot of ice, a lot of snow, which is good. That's going to mean the roll-offs will start moving a little more. But at the same time, our dump turns into about a 6 to 10-inch mud pit. And that's another reason why I always say I have four-wheel drive in my trucks until maybe one day we get really big trucks and the weight of them will push them through the mud. But we're rolling up here right now, and I got to get this dumpster dumped. We've been really busy, guys, so it's been a couple weeks since I've made a video. Busy in a sense of looking at some new opportunities, not so much busy in the roll-off sense. I think we've done, I don't know, 35 roll-offs since January, so really dead basically on the roll-off game. But we are adding more residential stops, and we are getting some opportunities to get into some new businesses. So I've been spending a lot of time on the phone in my free time with other businesses across the country who are utilizing the equipment that I am looking to purchase. And if I do get this piece of equipment, guys, I think it's going to be awesome for you guys that have watched the channel for a long time, because it'll definitely be a big upgrade for us, and it'll be a totally new adventure. But as for today goes, we're going to dump this roll off. We got to go up. I swapped one out yesterday. I don't usually work Sundays, but it's for a good friend of mine, and I gotta bring this one back. He's gonna fill it with steel. We'll bring that to the scrap yard later this week, and he's cleaning out an old barn, so we'll go grab that other one, show you guys that, show you guys the steel pile. And yeah, all in all, the hook lift, guys, if you guys are watching this, if you just started watching, we got the hook lift truck. This thing so far, the power of it has really amazed me. I've had it up to just about where we're legal carrying weight, you know, in the high 3s, low 4s tonnage wise. This is a 7.3 gas job truck, and no problems whatsoever. It does want to shift a little aggressive on hills, but that's to be, you know, that's to be expected with a gas job truck. But all in all, I will say, if you guys are trucking long distances to your landfill, I would say the diesel's probably better, but most of the time we're only like 10 miles maybe from the landfill, 15 at max, so not too bad. But if you guys are dropping dumpsters where you're dropping them and, you know, 30, 35 miles away, and you're gonna be trucking for a long time, I do think the diesel would be a better option if you're going with a smaller truck like this, in my opinion. Look at this, guys. So that's what they call a tipper. That'll take a tractor trailer, full 53-foot trailer, send it straight up in the air and basically dump it like a little dump trailer would. It's pretty amazing hydraulic technology. I know some landfills around the country probably have 5 or 6 of those things going at the same time, but when it's windy, it's dangerous and they can't run it. But it's pretty amazing to look over and see a 53-foot trailer way up in the sky. So gas prices, guys, you know, to get on a serious note here for a second, this is going to hurt. Like, if they don't get their shit together here soon and hopefully release something, again, at the making of this video, gas right now in my area is $4.19. When I filled up this morning, diesel was around $4.70, and I only see that continuing to rise. We did do a price increase in January. Unfortunately, if things keep going the way they are, that price increase is literally going to put us back to our rates of where we were last year, and that extra profit we were trying to put aside for expansion is going to be gone if, you know, gas is up over $5 a gallon, because these trucks, as you know, gas or diesel, you aren't getting great gas mileage, and the only thing you can do is continuously raise your prices. But with the whole economy feeling it right now, we are just trying to let our customers know, if, you know, a dumpster rental's got to go up 10, 20 bucks, you know, it's going to do that. Junk removal rates are going to rise a little bit, but we're trying to keep our residential, because our routes are so dense, we're trying to keep the rate where it is as long as we can. I'm going to take a look at the numbers again in April, just to make sure that we're, you know, on track to where we want to be. If we're losing a few percent, I don't want to make a rash price increase, because I know all of our customers are feeling it too, because gas comes out of your paycheck, whether you're a business or an employee. And right now, guys, definitely the time, in my opinion, to tighten up your numbers and tighten up your routes and your service areas if you're established and able to do that. And that is what I feel is going to get you through this with as little pain as possible. Like we said, guys, busy in here this morning. Got a few roll-off trucks. Pretty much all roll-off trucks. So we got a little pile of metal here, guys, right now. And this customer purchased this property. It's actually was like an old funeral home, so kind of freaky. But he's bringing up some other stuff to put in the metal dumpster. And what we'll do here is we'll charge him for the trucking, typically an hourly trucking fee, and then we'll pay him back for the metal depending on how much it weighs, or if there's not a lot in weight, then he will just pay us for the truck fee. But yeah, I'll spin this around, show you guys what we're working on here. So this dumpster we'll throw down right here, guys. We're gonna come around the corner and we got another one filled up and ready to rock and roll. This is a brand new one I just got in. We're up to 8 dumpsters now. Again, I bought this one from Bucks. Throw these things, the wind probably blew this crap out. Again, guys, always checking for safety. I show this in a lot of videos, making sure all of our latches are good to go before we come over and hook on to this guy. So we've got dumpster, empty dumpster on the ground, ready to be filled there. Truck's in position. We'll back right up to this guy just a little more, put our hook down a little more. The cool thing with this, guys, is like, so I'll shut my PTO off to move around, but obviously this parking area, we're able to get moved around in here. It goes all the way around, but you can keep your hook out for swap outs, and it's really fast. Like I said, I turned the PTO off to drive around a little bit to here, but I'll turn my PTO on, put that down, and scoop this dumpster right up onto the truck. And literally you can swap like a dumpster out, take one off, put another one on in a few minutes. So guys, we are tarped and ready to go. You see all that stuff. I'm gonna have to take it easy going down the road. It is a little bit overfilled. We'll have to see if we got to pull over and climb up and stomp that down, which is why I keep the ladder on the truck right there. And hopefully we don't have to do that, but like I said, I'm going to take it slow, and back roads on the way there, so we don't have to drive too fast. No highway involved. But yeah, loaded up with this one. We'll head to the dump, see what this thing weighs. So we're finishing this video up, guys, back in the home office, and something happened with these 2 loads, which was crazy. This has never happened before. Both loads weighed exactly 1.58 ton. I asked the woman at the scale house, like, I don't think that's right, but she had both tickets and they were printed at different times of the day. So I guess, I don't know, maybe it was a mistake on them. I don't know. Hopefully it weighed that or more, so we aren't paying more for dump fees than we have to. But that was kind of weird. I thought that was kind of funky. But yeah, so realistically, guys, to sum this video up, love the hook lift truck. Gas prices, guys, they're going to be on the rise. Like, we don't know how high they're going to go, but a little bit of advice from me, I wouldn't jack your residential pricing up like crazy. I'd kind of keep it where it is, float it for a month, and if you got to make an adjustment, make that adjustment then. As for roll-offs go, I see no problem in doing a 5 to 10% increase per rental. And like, everything's going up, guys. Trucks are going up, tires are expensive, oil changes are expensive, and now just to add on top of that, gas is expensive. And at the end of the day, I don't care if you guys are doing this as a side hustle and you have a day job, or you're doing this as your full-time job. The money you take out of the business, the profit, the pure profit that you pay yourself, is not going to go as far as everything continues to rise. So that's another thing to really keep in mind when you're running a business like this that is super cash intensive, like the junk removal, garbage, and roll-off business. Is it's all good at fine and dandy covering your gas, but if you're just raising your prices enough to cover your gas, you know, is that take-home paycheck, depending on what you're paying yourself, really going as far, or do you have to raise it a little higher to account for cost of living, as well as everything else that goes with a trucking business, not just gas? So keep that in mind, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.